Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time over here, you're most definitely welcome. My name is Fiona Akinyi, better known as Akinyi's Men, and I mostly document my natural hair journey on YouTube. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back once again. So today is all about videos, a little bit of pictures, and a voiceover, and I'm basically having an overview of my natural hair journey from 2015 when I started to 2020 and all that this journey has actually taught me. Yeah, so it's a journey, and like any other journey, I've had my ups and my downs, but let me say that I've mostly gone through my ups up until late 2019 when I feared that the mission was actually going to be aborted. So my natural hair journey has taught me how to love and embrace who I am, that I should love what God has given me as an African woman, and to love the kings that come from my scalp. I have learned to love the most real version of myself. But for the longest time of my life, I actually thought that natural hair was shady. Lol. I loved my palms actually, and from around 2010 to 2014, I didn't understand how natural hair could be embraced. It wasn't even a thought, yeah. But I thank God that I came across the natural hair community in the late 2014. I got inspired, and then I tried transition, but I got to a point where I was irritated by the combination of the two textures, and I decided to chop off my relaxed ends, and that was actually on 8th of January of 2015. And I must say that I have never looked back since then. Yeah, so I have learned a lot on YouTube, and I must say that I'm grateful that what I learned, I practiced it and it worked, and I decided to share it with my audience. And so I started my YouTube channel in 2018, and my first video actually went up on 5th of January of the same year. So apart from the fact that I had a love and hate relationship when it came to styling my hair, honestly, everything else was sailing smoothly. Honestly, not that my hair grows really, really fast, but I must say that I had no trouble retaining length. And so with time, also the volume came around. Yeah, I actually felt like my natural hair was the one and only strength that I had when it came to my niche on YouTube. And so I went from length check to length check. One moment I was at collarbone length, the next time I was at my shoulder length, the next time I was past that. And I must say that I really loved my hair, and I got really, really attached to it. And I was actually the type of person who would say that I would never do a big chop again. Never. Like, that was just madness. Yeah. And I was actually aiming for waist length, and I knew that with consistency in terms of my hair regimen and with time, I was actually going to get there. Yeah. And so the last length check that I did was a bra strap length, and that was early 2019. And that was before life or the universe decided to come at me with the last thing in my mind. It wasn't even in my mind actually, but cancer came along. Yeah. And I must swear that I actually knew that cancer can actually happen to anyone but me, honestly, but me. And so after that, I went through chemotherapy, and like I said before, I was really attached to my hair. I really loved my hair, and so I was in denial of the fact that my hair would fall, and clearly it fell. And so I have learned that God is not a respecter of persons, and that He can bring anything at anyone so long as you're alive, so long as you're breathing. But it's up to you to choose to learn the lessons that come with the storm. It's not to kill you, but to make you stronger. And at that time, my biggest fear was that I was losing my biggest strength when it came to YouTube. And I was wondering, what kind of content was I going to put up since I was going bald, And that video that I did on my hair falling off, that was like a month ago. It was impromptu, and a friend of mine was telling me at that time that the experience that I was going through at that time was actually a blessing in disguise. And I've come across a lot of women all over the world who can relate to this particular phase of my natural hair journey more than the first phase where my hair was flourishing and it was doing good. And right now I feel like I have a family on YouTube who are rooting for me because they can relate to what I'm going through, either directly or indirectly. And did I tell you guys that I have started a new natural hair journey? Well, let's scrap that, because the journey actually continues as real and as raw as it has ever been. All of us are here in this particular platform to learn from each other. And like any other aspect in our lives, not just hair, but let's say physically, emotionally, mentally, the journey comes with sunshine, rain, and storms, but giving up is not a solution. Definitely not a thought. Yeah, the journey may beat us down to our knees, but we've got to stand up and dust ourselves and move on. Let's learn from the experiences that we go through. You never know who's looking at you, hoping to learn and be inspired by you. Yeah, so this life that we have, I always say it's not life given to us by God for ourselves or for ourselves. It's been given to us to serve others, to help other people. And so the journey never stops, it actually continues. And I'd like to know from you guys in the comment section, what have you learned from your natural hair journey, regardless of your length, regardless of your texture, regardless of your volume. What have you really learned from your natural hair journey? And so I hope that from my natural hair journey since 2015 up until now, that I've been able to inspire one or two people. Yeah, and I hope that someone has been inspired and I've made their lives better. Yeah, so pretty much that's it about this video. Yeah, so if you like the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and up until the next video, bye bye.